I think my self-portrait needs a mouth, so let's look at adding to and subtracting from selections. I'm not sure about the eyebrows, so I'm going to click on the eye to hide them. They're still there, they still exist, but I'm just not showing them right now, so I'm going to leave those off. I've created a new layer called mouth. Let's draw a mouth. I'm going to show you some complex selections. Alright, so I'm going to draw an oval, which is kind of a rubbishy mouth. What I really want is like a semi-oval, like half an oval. So how can I do that? Well, I'm going to subtract from my selection. So it's time to add another tool into our window. We're going to say Windows, Dockable Dialogues, Tool Options. Now this is a box we're going to want quite a lot, so I think we should put it somewhere useful. If you click on the name and drag, you can actually put it somewhere. For now, I've just dragged it out into the open, so I could have it hovering around, and that's fine, but I wonder if we can find somewhere permanent. You see where I drag it over places there's blue lines, so if I put it there, it's going to go next to it. Really what I want is, I guess, like down here somewhere. There we go, that's more like it. So now I've got my layers, and I've also got my tool options. Alright, 4 buttons. One says replace the current selections. If I draw a box now, it's going to replace it. I could add to it, but actually what I want to do is subtract from it. So to make my semi-oval, I'm just going to draw a box over half of it while I've got subtraction on. There we go. So now my selection is a semi-oval. I have subtracted from it. And of course I could add to it, so I could click on add, and I could add a bit to my selection. There's even a clever tool that will do intersect, so it will only select the bits that overlap both of them. Alright, well I've ruined my mouth now, so Control-Shift-A. Let's try this again. So I'm going to make sure I'm on replace. That'll do. I'm going to draw an oval. I'm going to switch to my square and choose subtract. And then I'm going to subtract over it. There we go. And once I'm happy with that, I can choose a colour for my mouth. This button defaults you to black and white, and I can fill it. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. And of course, I could then move it. But if I'm going to move it, I need to float it first. So I'll do that after the video's done. For now, I'm just going to do Control-Shift-A to get rid of it. That is an awful looking mouth, but you get the idea. We can add to and subtract from our selections. It's worth knowing as well, of course, that the polygon tool can also add, subtract, and do everything else.